Today we will see new topic, that is fractions. Okay, fractions. This is a completely new chapter for you. Okay, see, fraction means nothing but a part. So how we can define this one? See here I have taken one circle here. I have divided this circle into two parts. Okay, so two parts I have divided. So two parts I have divided means like this. Okay, now I want to shade one part here. Down part I want to shade. Anyone you can shade here, but I am doing here down part. Like this I want to shade one part here. So now how many parts shaded here? Already I have divided this circle into two parts, and one part only I have shaded here. So how to represent this one means in terms of fractions we can represent this one. How many parts I have taken here? 2. So that one you have to write like this. One line you have to draw. Under this you have to mention total number of parts. And how many parts shaded here? One part. So on the top you have to mention 1. Okay. Among the two parts, one part only I have shaded. This is the representation of this figure. 1 by 2 means this one. Okay. So now from this, what is the definition of this? Is one fraction. What is the definition of fraction means? A fraction is in the form of a by b. A by b. In place of a and b, you can take any values in the form of a by b. A fraction is in the form of a by b, where a and b are natural numbers. So these two must be natural numbers only. That means must not be 0. What happens if you place in place of a, if I place 0 here, 0 by b will become anything by 0. 0 by anything is 0. 0 and this a by, in place of b I will take 0. We can't define this one. So no need to take 0 here. You must take natural numbers only. Understood? Natural numbers only. Okay? You must take natural numbers only. That means from 1 to any number you can take here, but not 0. Okay? So fraction is in the form of a by b, where a and b are two natural numbers. Then this type of a by b, these type of forms will be called as fractions. Okay? In this fraction, we can call a as numerator. A as numerator. And b as denominator. Okay, numerator, denominator. We can define it as numerator and denominator. Okay. Now see, so observe this one. Now see. This is on see. So now I want to shade. So I am taking another circle and dividing this into 4 parts here. Now see. One part I have shaded. One part I have shaded now. Now what is the fraction of this one? Among the 4 parts, 1 part. So 1 by 4. You got it? How many parts I have divided? 4 parts. That I have to mention in the denominator. And how many parts I have shaded here? Only 1 part. That I am mentioning in the numerator. Now see, I want to shade this one also. Now total how many parts are shaded here? 2 parts. Now what happens? Now what is this one? So this is a 4. And how many parts I have shaded here? 2 parts. So this will become 2 by 4. Okay. So you can cancel this one. Again this will be equal to 1 by 2 only. Right? You got it? Yes. Now see here. So like this, I want to shade three parts. Here in the circle, how many parts I have divided here? Total 6 parts I have divided here. Okay. Among the 6 parts, I have shaded 3 parts. Now, how to represent this one? Among the 6 parts, I have shaded 3 parts. So, 3 by 6. We can reduce this one now. We can cancel this one with 3 table. Right? 3 ones, 3 twos. 1 by 2. Again, you got here 1 by 2. Okay? Now see. So this is a circle. I have divided this circle into 8 parts. Now I want to shade 4 parts here. Two, three, 4. Like this, I have to shade 4 parts. Now, how to represent this one? Total how many parts? 8 parts are there. 4 parts I have shaded. I can also reduce this one, right? So, 4 one time, 4 two time. Again, I got here 1 by 2. So, from these type of fractions, what you have learned? All are same only. Right? All are same only. If you increase your parts also, if you shaded part, if you observe here, again you are getting here 1 by 2. Here this is a 1 by 2. Here this is also 1 by 2. Here this is also 1 by 2. So, all the time you are getting 1 by 2 only, right? So, this is a which fraction here? 2 by 4. And here you got here 3 by 6. After reducing this one, you are getting here 1 by 2. Here last one is 4 by 8. So, all these are equal to 1 by 2 only. Now, what we can say is, these are the equivalent fractions of the beginning fraction, that is 1 by 2. If you multiply 1 by 2 with 2, you are getting here 2 by 4. And if you multiply this fraction with 3, whatever you do in the numerator, you have to do that one in the denominator also. Both numerator and denominator should be divided and multiply with the same number only. You are not supposed to allow to do with another different type of numbers here. Okay, only one number only you have to use. Then see what you are getting here, 3 by 6. Now see 1 by 2. I am multiplying. Just I am increasing my numbers. 1. If you multiply with 1 with a 1, see what happens. Again you are getting 1 by 2 only, right? So that's why I have ignored 1 here. I have started with 2. 2, 3, 4. 4 by 8. Again 1 by 2 into 5 by 5. What you are getting? 5 by 10. Like that, if you increase the numbers 2, 3, 4 and if you multiply the original fraction, whatever you get the result of fractions are, we call these fractions as equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. That means all these fractions are equal. Okay, by reducing them, we can get the basic fraction here. Understood? Right. These are the equivalent fractions. Like this, any fraction you can write. Any shaded part, if you want to represent this one, not only this. See, if I clubbed this one also, I have shaded another 2 parts. Now, what is the representation of this circle here? How to represent this one in the fraction form? How many parts are there total? In total, I have 8 parts are there. How many parts are shaded here? 6. Now, this is also I can reduce this one, right? With the 2 table, 2 3s, 2 4s. What you are getting here? 3 by 2. Further, you can reduce this one? No. With any table, it will not go. That time. So, so for this fraction, only with one table only we can cancel here, right? 1 3 times 3, 1 4 times 4. So this one. We can't reduce this one further. At this time, if we have one and only factor, if a fraction has one and only factor, right? So that time, that fractions will be called as simple fractions. Simplest form of the fraction. What is the simplest form of the fraction means? By reducing this one, whatever you get now, that is the simplest form of the fraction. But for this fraction, 1 is the only factor here. With one table only it will go. Okay. So that time only we can call it as simple fractions. Okay. If the numerator and denominator have one and only common factor. Okay. If the numerator and denominator have one and only common factor as 1. Okay. That time that fractions will be called as the simplest form of the fraction. Irreducible fraction. Okay. Simplest form. That is nothing but the HCF. HCF, what is the HCF of these two will be 1. We can reduce this one into 3 by 4, but further we can't reduce this one. Right, 3 by 4 has the one and only factor, that is 1 only. Numerator and denominator both have 1 only. That is the HCF is 1. So that time these type of fractions will be called as the simplest form of the fraction. Right? Irreducible fraction. That means HCF equal to 1. HCF equal to 1. Common factor in the lowest form. How to write the lowest form for the given fraction means you have to cancel this one with any table with the common factor. Here I have reduced this one with the 2 table only. I have used both the numerator and denominator. I have divided with the 2 table only. That you have to do. That means you have to find out the HCF, and with that HCF only you have to divide this one, and you have to find out the reduced form of the fraction. That is the simplest form. Got it? Good.